Quick question.
Hmm.
What were the events that like precipitated to you having that spiel about like car parts at the speeches earlier today?
Say that one more time. Like, what was
Uh,
I trying to say in regards to them?
yeah.
Yeah, I can break it down. So it has come to my attention that if you are to put like $400,000 worth of parts into your vehicle, those
Right.
things will degrade in a span of 2 weeks. And so I want to find a program by which we can subsidize some of those costs. Because the thing is, I managed to secure, we're at $143 million in the bank account. And this is while I'm constantly paying for events, paying EM. I just bought a helicopter for $5.2 million for EMS, given money for music labels. We've bumped all the payments for all the jobs in the city. So like, we're like good, and taxes are down. So I'm like, what do we do with this? Well, the first is obviously I talked about like I want to make a crypto exchange and a product exchange. Think about like the farmers market on crack. It's called like Grime Express, you know? And the idea is you manufacture wood independently or as a group. You got excess things. You can bring it, give it to us. We give it to you at a fair market price. And now that's available for people to purchase online or directly through our catalog. And then it just goes in a box and you get like, you know, you transfer the money, get a transaction code, and it'll be like, pick up your stuff in box number 32, pin code 5632. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, in regards to the parts, I want to put this into that program where parts get gotten through that exchange might be subsidized at 30%. You know what I mean? So what that is doing is I'm generating business by people that are making those parts, that are getting the loot boxes, that might be have spare bet on them that they've acquired through legal means, right? And that what I'm kind of creating here is the logistics that Amazon has at bringing it to San Andreas. So now your time is never wasted because whatever you spend it on generates value. And it increases liquidity and access and reduced prices for things. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, definitely kind of. Is there obviously, I know real estate's a big issue in the city. Do you have the capacity to even have a property to do that in right now? Like if you were to have,
I
you know,
don't
32
right now.
storages that have, you know, their separate keypads or whatever.
I am going to do what I can to acquire it, even if that means we pay a premium and purchase off somebody. Because the value to the citizenry is worth more than like $1 million loss, let's say. Because
yeah, for sure.
You know,
I get
and
the reason I asked is because I was trying to get property to open a very similar business specifically for the parts side of stuff, but obviously without government backing and on a much smaller scale. So I didn't know if it was like if your vision
aligns, you should come on board with us, brother.
Yeah, more so if you were trying to do more than what I was trying to do. Which, with you talking about it being like, you know, bringing an Amazon type feel to the city, obviously it's you doing a little bit more than what I was trying to do with
absolutely.
Sure.
It's kind of the challenge I'm seeing is I'm trying to be like realistic and pragmatic. And you know, the reality is it's very hard with the dwindling of population and people's interests going towards immediate satisfaction for there to be a for businesses to really succeed right now. Like it's hard enough, and we tried solving it through losantos.me. Like we have a map with all the registered businesses. People aren't going to go to that, right?
Yeah, people don't want to have to go anywhere that they can't access, like on their phone immediately, you know, or on their tablet immediately, or somewhere where they don't want to go to a website for it unless they have to. So it's
and I'm gonna go even further, right? Is I am I've been, for those who've known me for the last 20 years, they know I started with Sahara International, and we made businesses when they didn't exist with nothing.
Right.
And we used to pump into people. Our money that we would earn, we'd give it back to get people to get things going. The reality is, as much as I would love for these little shops here and there to succeed, and I want them to, unless you're even a mechanic shop, you're just not going to get the foot traffic. And people give up too easy. So why not make one massive place where we can bring the idea of the farmer's market, an idea that, that made sense, and bring it to that next level. So you have people that are employed at this new sort of thing, and they can have a sense of ownership, because I want it to be run in a way where you don't go in there and it's like, oh, this is Nino's market. No. People like yourself who might be manufacturing these parts, right, can have their logo in the background. Because, when I say Amazon logistics, Amazon doesn't fulfill all their items, right?
Yeah.
So you could potentially have your storefront, but your extra you could be putting through there and work part-time at this thing. And not only are they coming down and be like, hey, do you want to buy one of these pots? You also got some other shit being sold there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so...
I mean, basically just the food plaza, just with non-food businesses.
Yep,
essentially.
exactly.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, I just was interested if... how to say it, like if there was actually like any location or anything that was even possible to do what you were trying to do at this point.
That's what I'm going to figure out, and if I got to spend my own money to do it, I'm going to do it, because I want to just bring life back into San Andreas, and this is kind of one of the big reasons why I really hope that the next mayor is willing to work with me, because I'm going as far as saying, like, I'm okay with paying extra money to Blaine County Farms to produce shit, and then like produce like vegetables, and then we fund the stalls to make sure that they're satisfied and they're getting what they need, and giving jobs to people that are transporting things, right? I want to create meaning, and even if that means like reducing things down from there being like 50 failed businesses with selling the same things everyone else is, that we do some level of consolidation, so that there is somewhere we can all congregate and work together on.
Yeah.
Like, I see it as like a community project.
Well, hopefully it works out. Hopefully it's something that can be realized without it taking months to even attempt, and that
I'm going to
by the wayside.
I'm going to start it right away, and I'm going to work with like good friends at Lumber Union and everyone that wants in on it. And even if we don't succeed, the thing is, I think over the next 3 months, it's going to be fun to see what happens with it. Like, I even want to be in the back end generating cryptocurrency. Like, and like having access to not just the various cryptos, but creating our own that is a alternative. You ready for this? Alternative means of exchange. So that way, with this crypto, you can do the exchanges via, your computer at your house.
Yeah.
But you can put, like, let's say, $500,000 away into our county bank, right? And it's accruing interest via this market.
Okay.
Yeah. So
get the vision. I do get the vision.
And this is it sounds complicated. It actually isn't.
Yeah, it sounds really simple. The implementation in this city is something I'm always worried about, because people have issues with implementing even pretty simple stuff if it's not something that's been done before. So I'm interested to see how well it works out.
My proof is in Mopec. Think about how easy it is to get mechanic repairs. We literally fixed the material drought through Mopec. People thought it was going to be a scam. They thought there was no way you're going to make it work. There's not enough sanitation workers. There's not enough material. Now look at it. It's some of these problems are easier to fix with the right logistical mindset. And it just needs a handful of people that have a idea and a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, I got it. I'll probably call you for more stuff in the near future, Nino.
All right. Absolutely.
Hope the campaigning's gone well. You have a good one, Bretta.
Thank you. You take care. Bye. It's going to fucking sit there. Oh, I sent the money, by the way.